What is up, everyone? Welcome to Reality Room Podcast with Paul,
and Miranda.
going over episodes 15 and 16 of Big Brother 21. Okay, guys, so we just got off of Eviction, where Bella was voted out of the house. I believe it was an 8-2 vote. The only people that tried to save her were Sam and Nick, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she basically threatened them. She's like, "Yeah, I will not talk to you again if you vote the other way."
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, okay, respect. And also, I'm kind of tired of unanimous votes anyway. I mean, at least votes that are intended to be unanimous, not like Jackson's fucking hinky vote for no goddamn reason.
Right. But no Nicole voting to save her, no Jess voting to save her, just Nick and Sam. That's
I mean, let's get real here. I mean, Nicole's like, they're hanging on a thread basically, and Jess was never voting that way anyway, because she's like,
oh yeah, never.
She's too smart, to wanna to wanna save Bella. All right. Anyway, we jump into this.
Yeah, she's still gonna make it to fourth.
She could very well be an easy person to drag to final two.
Yeah.
Whoever has that idea, genius, but no one's had it yet. But jury hasn't started yet, so it's coming soon, fellas. Get ready for just final two. All right, we jump into the HOH competition, which takes up a majority of the episode. You might ask, viewers ask, why? And I still can't come up with a good reason. But anyway, so Jess falls off like immediately. Like literally, we get back at yeah, well, maybe we'll give her a minute and a half. Give her a minute and a half, baby. We get back from commercial break and she's down. Theory has it she threw the competition. I can't even pretend. What are your thoughts about this HOH? Who are you expecting to do well?
Yeah, obviously I was expecting Holly to do well. I thought Kat might do well. Wasn't really expecting Nicole to do that well. Wasn't I don't know, Mickey and Jackson somewhere in there. Pretty much expected it the way that it turned out for the most part.
Yeah, I was expecting Tommy to do better, but apparently he says that he threw the competition, which, again, I take these things with like a grain of salt. Like, I feel like a lot of people claim they throw things, but they really don't. But I don't know.
Save their pride.
I don't know. Tommy, I really feel like he could have easily won that. So the fact that he fell so like early surprised me. So maybe he did throw it like he said, because like that was his comp, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that could have been easily Tommy's comp. So I think it's very likely that he threw it, but that's the only one I would buy.
Yeah, I mean, then Annalise and Holly were like the two at the end. Actually, Jackson was on there for like a long period of time, and this wasn't shown in the episode, but he pissed his pants.
The kid pissed himself.
Yeah, like he was literally so worried about Christy, I guess, going after him that he actually stayed on, like put himself in incredible amounts of pain and pissed his pants. There's already rumors that he's like the most unhygienic person in the house. This does not help his case at all.
Oh yes, in the ball deodorant Ballgate 2019.
He's fantastic idea for those of you who have not tried it. Try putting deodorant right down under. Really helps. Fantastic, incredible job. And your partner will love it too.
Your partner will love it as well.
we call that Holly burn. All right. So anyway, it's between Holly and Annalise, and then people are like, Jackson's like, Holly, don't you dare fall, and Annalise is trying to cut a fucking deal, and Jackson's like, no, don't take the deal. You can take it. You got this. You fucking got this. And everyone's like, what are you doing?
Totally, telling her what to do. So we'll get back to that later. Remember, he's totally telling her what to do and what not to do.
Well, look, they're separate people, okay? They are not one person.
No, absolutely not.
No, and they don't do anything wrong in the shower. Anyway, so anyway, Holly ends up winning the HOH, and everyone's kind of ticked off at Jackson, which makes sense. So let's see. Oh, yeah, I actually wrote a lot here. Yeah, Cliff is hoping he doesn't go on the block. Jackson wants to win HOH because Christy told Nick that she didn't want to go far with him. So, and Nick blabbed that out to Jackson, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Also, Kat said she wanted to backdoor Mickey. Honestly, I feel like she just goes with the wind. I don't know what she even has a plan.
I
What
want that HOH, and we know that she's capable of it because she's won a couple. Well, she's won that veto, came close in another one. Probably should have won the other one, but that's another debate. But like, I think a cat HOH could be one of our last hopes.
absolutely dramatic it would be, and unpredictable, but we need a little unpredictability. Like I hate the firmness of the past couple of weeks. I need someone to go walk into that HOH room, pick up a dart, close their eyes, and throw it. That's what I want.
Right.
Absolutely beautiful. And then maybe someone like fucking Annalise or Holly goes home or some bullshit. Like, who knows what would happen during a cat HOH? Fucking she could go home for all we know. I'm putting myself on the block. You can't do that, Kat.
I'm chosen to nominate myself.
I put myself on as a pawn against Mickey because I really wanted Mickey to go home, and I know I will stay against Mickey.
Well, obviously.
Does she get to break the tiebreaker? She's on the
Oh
block.
my gosh! And sends herself home by accident.
Yeah. So literally, there was not much else to that episode other than that. Cliff gives out his beers, which is really stupid. Like, drink your beers, man. And everyone's like, yeah, Cliff's giving out beers. What do you think that's gonna do? Make them keep you another week?
Yeah.
No.
Right. He's a beer guy. We gotta keep him. He'll give us his HOH beers.
This is the beer strategy. It's worked for many seasons. Cliff's been picking it up since the Dan Gieslings of Dr. Wills. Everyone's done the beer strategy. Cliff's picking up where they left off. Absolutely brilliant job.
Hey,
Cliff Maniac.
Beer is great currency in one of these social experiments.
Yeah, but it's like light beer, I think. So it's basically practically water.
True.
Big Brother skips out on that. So we actually get an HOH room scene. Holly's crying because she gets a letter from her mom, I think, or something. Do you remember? Yeah. I don't remember. So she cried. Cool. I mean, we haven't seen one yet, so I guess I'm kind of happy that we get to see it. One.
Sure.
Yeah, why not? And then, so Christy is saying that she's basically done with Mickey, and I'm like, okay, I mean, so do something about it. Do you think she's going to go after Mickey next week?
No.
They're done. But, Jackson's also done with Christy, and who's not on the block this week? Christy. It's totally whack. Although she did think some shit was going on this episode.
Oh, yeah, she was conspiring this episode.
She totally was. And then we have BB Poison Ivy, which is another waste of time. All right, and then on to the next episode, guys. I hope you all enjoyed that riveting recap of that great episode, though, which is 35 minutes of the HOH competition, which was shown live on the feeds, and there was no fucking reason to waste our goddamn times. You literally have people in this game who don't have diary room sessions for fucking like 5 episodes, and come on, 35 minutes for HOH? That's ridiculous. Unnecessary. Yep. Thoughts?
Yeah, for an endurance comp especially, like 35 minutes, just too much. We know what happens. We know how this goes. We've seen Big Brother before. We don't need the play-by-play of the, because there weren't even that many deals made. Like no one was really trying to make deals through the whole thing. So like, what do you need to show from that?
And they didn't even show Jackson pissing himself. It just
those 35 minutes and you couldn't fit in Jackson pissing himself. Like, what a disappointment.
This is a family TV show. We demand to see these things. All right. On to episode 16, everybody, which was a slightly more fun episode because we got sheep. Which, and I'm not talking about the BB house guests who aren't doing jack shit in this game. I'm talking about real life sheep, but we'll get to that during the veto. So Sam and Nick are put on the block at the end of last episode. Oh, by the way, there was noms.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's surprise, surprise, Sam and Nick were the targets.
Nouns were already implied, but there's Sam and Nick.
There's Sam and Nick. Although Sam does try to pitch himself to not go on the block to Jackson, and he considers it. And again, it's Jackson that considers it. It's not really Holly.
Yeah, it's because they're totally not lumped together.
Yeah, I mean they're not lumped together. They're not one person. They're
No.
like three people.
They're two separate people. They're 4 separate beings. So
Yeah, there's Holly, there's Jackson, and then Jackson's appetite,
and then Beth.
and Jackson's bacteria on his body. So Sam is not happy. He's crying in the DR. He's like, I used to not understand why people cry, and now he kind of gets it. Fair. Welcome to Big Brother, Sam. This is what happens. I mean, at this point, I'm not thinking like he's gonna go. You know, like yeah, every bone in my body was like, oh, Nick's gonna go. I don't think Nick's gonna win veto. Like that was my thought. Do you think Nick had a shot?
No, not at all. Sam, the veto king of the season, or close to the veto king of the season, and they're talking about the sides and like we're the sides, and talking about like how the game is going and how either of them have to win veto is kind of like a last ditch effort to hope that like both of them stay in the game. But we see that that's kind of not how that's gonna go. Didn't expect Nick to be the one to win it.
Yeah, exactly. And they do have a great strategy, though. They're like, let's just pick Jess and Cliff because one, Cliff, I can maybe talk into using the veto on me. That's Sam saying that. And Nick's like, I want to pick Jess because she's awful at competitions.
Yes.
Absolutely. Entirely true. And proven this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Nick has an honestly great plan. And it does work out for him. Let's see here. Yeah, Nick saw the noms from a mile away, too. He says in one diary room session. Cat volunteers to go up as a pawn in case one of them win the veto. And Cat seems to think that, wow, I'm a genius for coming up with this plan.
It's very, very risky.
It's very risky, but like, it's number one, it's not a good plan. Because has anyone not watched BB Can 3 where fucking Zach, was it Zach? Well, I forget his name. Zach puts up JP. Yeah, puts up JP. Yeah. And like JP goes home against Godfrey. Like, come on, guys. This is like 101 stuff. You don't fucking put up your best friend, your number one, your final two. Oh, I don't want them to know I'm working with them. They already know you're working together. You're the only one in the house they talk to. Really? I mean, like, Jesus.
Jeez.
Plus, I'll talk about it after, but Nick's zing to Jackson on the feeds were great. But we'll talk about that next episode. All right, so let's see. Kat said, yeah, she wants to be the whatever. Okay, cool. No, please don't. So then we have the veto competition. Nick does end up picking Jess to play. Or no, Nick picks Jess out of the thing. And Sam picks Cliff to play. Things could not have gone better for the two of them in that draw. Derek Mims says, "Hey, Paul. What's up, Derek? How you doing, buddy?" So they decide to pick Cliff to play. Sam picks Cliff to play, and he pulls Jess out, which is fantastic for them. Their chances of winning now have just gone up like an incredible amount. Number one, because Cliff might not want to win, so he might throw it, which I don't know if he ended up doing that, but he says that he might, so definitely a possibility. And Jess, again, is just awful. So then we get to the actual competition. Sheep, fantastic. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's really a risk with them using all these. It's like a risk that they shouldn't take with them using all these live animals and comps, though. Like, it's just too much of a liability. Like, I don't like how they're using too many live animals, but I loved seeing the sheep. They were so cute.
they were incredibly cute.
But of course, you get like Tommy evidently tackling the sheep. I mean, not evidently;
I,
it wasn't shown in the
I
episode.
heard, yeah, I've
But
heard
Tommy
things.
tackling a sheep and Sam smashing a snake's head in the thing when he tried to close it, and just not fun stuff. But you know,
Keep
I'm
keep
not,
these
oh
keep these house guests away
yeah,
from animals, please. I
yeah.
say, yeah, I say that's a pretty easy thing. But yeah, all the sheep kind of reminds me of the old Minecraft days, which is making a comeback for all you gamers out there.
Yes,
Everyone get your sheep. All
I'm
right.
a little more Minecraft lately.
Word. All right, so Nick ends up winning the veto. Yeah, easy. I mean, he goes hard. Like he's like breathing hard by the end of it. Like he's running around and shit. I really feel like his hardest one was the first one, just trying to get like the hang of it. What do
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah, so there's Nick versus Jess. So like he didn't really have like tough competition. Nick wins, Jess just leaves confused. Like he did have the hardest. There was a little bit of a learning curve there, but he was up against Jess. So ultimately it didn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I mean, I think anyone could have won against Jess in that. Did she even get one sheep? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Then Holly wins against Sam.
Mhm.
Very sad because we all want Sam the Veto King to win.
Right?
Tommy wins against Cliff. Like I didn't like the setup because some people had to win 3 times and people had to win 2. Like that's kind of dumb. Why didn't what they should have done was 3 people go at once and then 2 people battle it out at the end. I mean that's maybe a better game plan and maybe it's a little more fair. What do I know? I'm just a fan of the show.
I'm just a longtime fan. Don't take my opinion for yourself.
Yeah. Talk to the hand haters. All right, so 6 shooters talk about replacements, about replacement noms. Then Christy's like, "Oh, maybe Nick won for a reason because he really does want to work with us still." Like, no, Nick. If Nick won for a reason, it's to get your ass out of the game, Christy.
Right.
God, can't
Something's
fucking
not
wait.
adding up there, Christy. And then, well, that's a little later actually, but
Manifesting. Then
manifesting duos that aren't happening.
manifesting duos and happening. They are different players.
Shit, I actually gotta go, but bye guys.
She's got to go, guys. But I'm gonna finish it off. We then have calamine lotion. I get they instead of putting poison ivy on their skin, now they're covered in calamine lotion. Sucks that Holly won that HOH. Kind of wish it was the wall comp. Someone like Nicole would be good for that comp. Nicole would not win. She's not. She doesn't have the right build. She just doesn't. I don't think. I think she'd probably get further, but I still think so. And Annalise would probably have won that competition. She has the right frame. She works out more, so Annalise probably would have won a World Cup. Just speaking objectively. So Sam talks to Holly, trying to pitch her to put on someone on the block that could go home instead of him, because Sam would go after the other couples who Holly acknowledges are threats in the game. And then Holly tries to pitch this. And then Holly tries to pitch Nicole going on the block, perhaps, to Christy and Tommy. And they're confused. They're like, wait a minute. Why does she want to put up Nicole on the block? I don't understand. Oh, God, that's not even the right Staten Island accent. I don't understand. Yeah, so they're kind of confused, which makes sense because they're dead set on Sam or Nick going. I mean, that was the plan. The plan was always for one of them two to go. So, and then they think something is going on between Sam and them, between Sam and Holly and Jackson. And then they're kind of talking to Annalise about it, and they're like, yeah, we kind of think something might be going on, something sketchy, and they're a little confused. And then Annalise goes and runs off to fucking runs off to Holly and Jackson. Are like, hey, guess what? Here's what they're saying about you right now. Can you believe it? Holy moly, we got to keep this alliance together, fellas. I don't want any of my fellow brothers or sisters going home, so let's come on. I don't think Sam can come back from this. Nope, Sam is absolutely going home. Everyone press F's. Everyone press F in the chat. All right, so yeah, Sam's probably going home. It's disappointing, but it is what it is. So then Jackson gets pissed. He's like, how dare they think I might be working with Sam and Nick, the biggest targets in the game? How could they do this? Disgusting. I'm my own person. I am going to get up there and storm in their room and have a conversation with them. And Holly's like, yeah, can you not? So Jackson gets up and does his whatever thing. And he's like, I just want to let you know, I am not working with Sam and Nick. Why would you think that? And number one, Holly and me are different people. And I'm like, all right, buddy, like whatever you say. And then like that's so stupid. Like no one thinks you don't have a say in that HOH. No one thinks you don't. No one. Jackson, it's both your HOHs. Like that's the way it is when you have a showmance. Jesus, man, so stupid. So then Holly goes in and Jackson leaves, and they kind of they kind of talk it out, and everything's kind of kumbaya by the end of it. And somehow Holly's like, well, actually, it's Annalise putting shit on our heads. She's playing too hard. And you know what? We finally found the mastermind of this season. It's Annalise. We've been waiting. We've seen weeks of her basically doing nothing. And she's still doing nothing. But now she is seen as Holly as the biggest mastermind of the season, trying to pin alliance members against alliance members. Absolutely tragic for the 6 shooters. But what is Holly going to do? Can she put Annalise on the block after learning this revelation? Which, but for those of you who have not seen the episode, no, Annalise was not actually thinking that at all. She's actually thinking that the whole, hey guys, hey, I want to keep the alliance together. So can we talk it out, please? Come on. That's how Annalise is thinking about it. But Holly kind of misconstrues it or whatever. I honestly, I don't even. Dumbest thing ever. Dumbest thing ever. Dumbest thing ever. Annalise isn't doing shit this season. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. But what do we know? We do know more than they do, so maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit on Holly. But still, kind of dumb. All right, so then we have the veto ceremony. Nick, big shocker, decides to save himself, take himself off the block. And Holly replaces him with Kat, who she says she doesn't talk game with. And then Kat calls her a biatch, which is all kind of planned in their script. And Sam's just like looking at them like stop. Like, no one thinks you're not working together. No one thinks this is not part of your stupid plan. He literally says liar. Like, it's so stupid. It's like Sam acknowledges how dumb their plan is. All right, guys. So that's our episode. So Sam or Kat, or Kat. Who's gonna go home? Interestingly, it's someone in like the top 5. What do you think this field trip twist will be? I don't know, but God, I hope we get to like make a nom or some shit. That'd be great. Incredible. But I don't know. We'll find out for sure in a few weeks. No, not a few weeks. Next week, maybe. So I think Double Eviction might be coming up soon, maybe in a week or 2. So that'll be fun too. Whenever the hell that comes up, maybe someone will actually grow some balls and take a shot. at one of the six. But, really the only people that have the balls to take a shot at one of the six or probably one of the six. Like, really. When you get right down to it, it's going to have to be one of them because everyone else is kind of like floating along. All right, guys, this has been episode recap 15 and 16 of Big Brother 21. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you have. If you have not, well, what can I say? Bye. Toodaloo. Thanks for watching this long. Hope you come back anyway. But until next time, guys, peace.